welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Razorbacks will put it away to start the game. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Defense might bring the house here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Looking for a man. It's Drones. He's got the back in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Turning it on. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more important.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead, you're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside, but I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarding.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in, it's Selden. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quarterback keeps it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room. It's Washington. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Green. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Blake. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability with his speed to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Drones. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Dances away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Drones. That's caught, it's Green. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on second down. On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Green. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Green. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they're able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they draw even as the clock strikes 0 here in the first half. To kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and
there he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll leave it with him. Find some fresh air.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Green. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's no good. And they're still down by 1. This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught over the middle. It's Clapp. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Green. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it back. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's drones. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might be calling a hot route. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time it's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the missed connection on third down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Russell. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw, it's drones. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll try it again. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. It's third and short. I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
And the Hokies are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Green. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Hokies need to pick it up on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Under fire. Complete on the shuffle.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Bennett. Inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Running behind that left side. Fighting off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
These backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you could tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there quicker for them if they want to get this guy on the ground.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback now breaking the field. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Nephew drones at QB.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Finding an escape route. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. He might want another play. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Drones. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw. Away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the afterburners. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Drones. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Throws to the back. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get that.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Drones. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Crosses the 40. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback gets past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Throwing right. Got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
He's looking to pass. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Hokie! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. Back to pass, it's Drones. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, it's a reverse. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Steps away. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.